From birthdays to holidays to weddings, the pandemic has forced many of us to put life's celebrations on hold. But imagine if your life's work is planning those celebrations. That's the case for Jes Gordon, once named by Harper's Bazaar as the top wedding and event designer in the world. Our Jamie Wax sat down with Gordon to talk about her new challenges, her new book, and what the future may hold.
For the last decade, Jes Gordon has been known in the high-end party industry as the rock star event planner.
Could you ever have imagined that the entire field you've given your life to work in would all literally just vanish one day?
No, it's kind of like a tsunami, and honestly, it's my toughest spot.
What are you doing with all of that creativity and drive that you have inside of you right now?
I'm just thinking a lot. I'm taking a pause and I'm trying to visualize my future, which is really hard to do.
I'd like you to meet Jes Gordon.
Hey guys.
At the height of her career, Gordon was a regular on a reality show with celebrity chef Rocco DiSpirito.
Now it's still in progress. You like?
I can't believe you did it.
And traveling around the world with a thriving event production company.
I think people think that event producers live very shiny lives because we sell luxury. We drink the finest champagnes. We travel all over the world. A lot of these things are comped because we're bringing business to those things. But a lot of the times, too, we're living hand to mouth. I do not have a dime. I have no problem saying that. Every dime that I've made, I've put back into my company to keep growing it. I don't like being 50 and not knowing what my future is. I've worked too hard for that.
That lavish lifestyle is described in detail in her fictional account of the industry, Party on the Moon.
How close to real life is the book?
You know, I think some of those aspects are very, very real. A lot of the experiences mirror some pretty awesome times in my life. So this is me as a very young girl out in North Carolina doing one of my very first weddings.
Gordon grew up in Poughkeepsie, New York. At age 13, she got her first job as a florist assistant. And by 20, her love of floral arranging had blossomed into her own event production firm.
At what point did you realize this is going to be a very, very long time?
When I left my office on March 13th, I kind of thought I wasn't coming back. And then certain clients, like L'Oreal Paris, called and said, we're a full go. And I was like, okay, yay, you know, we'll produce this out of my apartment, no biggie. And then when they canceled a month later, that's when I knew. That was it.
She moved out of her luxury apartment in one of Manhattan's most expensive neighborhoods.
Come here.
And back in with her mother in Poughkeepsie.
What is it like being back?
It's surreal. It's hard to describe, actually, because there's moments that it feels so safe and wonderful. And then there's other moments where I just feel completely claustrophobic just with the general circumstances. I also haven't lived with another human being for a very long time, let alone my mother.
Describe for me what happened when you realized this was what your lives would be.
My place in this is to support her. Nobody could have predicted this, and this is very difficult. And it's a period of grieving, and I think you have to recognize that.
Come on.
And while she's waiting for the return of huge celebrations, the events she's planning now are the small, everyday moments of thankfulness.
That's sort of what's going to pull us all through, I think, to try and find moments of gratitude, things to be grateful for.
We have to. Every day above ground is a good day, period. And I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Let me just get through today. Let me have my dreams. Maybe I do want to open up a flower shop. Maybe tomorrow I don't want to. That's okay. Let me vacillate. I'm going to fly like a little butterfly in the breeze until I land somewhere that feels good instinctively.
An update for you since we shot the story. Gordon has moved out of her mother's house and made plans to open up that flower shop in 2021.
Oh, good for her. You know, this is like a time, though, a lot of people may pivot, may make the decision to do something completely different.
A lot of people had no choice about it. Yeah.